So one of the other things that I mentioned while filming my Great Adventure Castle video is that there was another version of the castle, and that version had knights that were different in color scheme for it. And so instead of gold knights, you have these red knights. I'm just going to show off the knights and the kings for each. There are only 8 figures in this set, but I don't have the castle they came with because it's pretty much the same castle. And I said I don't really want all of the figures here. So of course you got your king. The emblem is different for it. Of course, the king still has his sword action, but he's the same build, but he looks different. So, you know, he's a different king. And instead of his knights being gold, they are now red knights. And it's the same thing, is that they all have the same build as a lot of the other knights. It's just that essentially they're just a different color scheme. Why they wanted to make them a different color, I don't entirely know, but they did. Of course, you got this one here, and each side is missing different types of knights. So, for instance, the red knight side doesn't have a guy with a sword. I mean, there's a king, obviously, he has a sword, but the rest of them don't have, or there's just not one knight that has a sword. Same with the black knights. There's not a knight that has a club or whichever weapon it is. So the black knights are roughly the same thing. You know, they look pretty much the exact same. They look pretty much the exact same. The king still has his king swing action. One thing that ever kind of bugged me about these guys, and here I'll get this guy going here, is that the original set, the original Great Adventure Castle, their emblems are dragons. And it's like, well, a dragon's a pretty like ferocious monster, right? It's pretty like strong. But for some reason, they chose to give these guys unicorns. And it's like, why? Like, a unicorn is not a like strike like fear in the heart of your foes type creature. You know, they're like reverent, sacred, you know. And so I'm not sure why exactly they chose not to have that. But again, this is a short video. It's the knights are pretty much the exact same. It's just that they're different colors, different emblems for it. And I guess this guy to spin around one more time. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, please look up anything that you want to in regards to Great Adventure stuff, where the adventure never ends.com. And we'll go from there. I appreciate you guys watching. See you next time.